Hello, here's Mr. Boya, and in this video we are going to calculate the volume and total surface area of a cuboid. Let's give a look in our problem. The dimensions of a cuboid are the following: length 3.6 centimeter, height of 3.5 centimeter, and the width of 2.8 centimeters. Can you calculate the volume and the total surface area of this shape? Let's check it out. We are going to start by roughly how this shape look like. And let's copy down here the dimensions given in the problem. It looks like a cube, a bit more stretched in one dimension. Call this a cuboid. Some other accounts they call a prism. Let's write them down here, prism. And if you want to be very specific, you would give a better name comparing or giving the quality of its base. So this would be called a rectangular prism because the base is a rectangle. We are going to start by calculating the volume. Remember that the volume can be found in here by multiplying all the different dimensions. So we're going to multiply 6.7 times 2.8 times 3.5. Remember, we are working with three-dimension shapes, and volume really gives the space. How many cubic centimeters can we fit in there? And by multiply all these three dimensions, all these three measurements, we're gonna get the value of 65.66. The only thing left for us to do is to round our answer. Remember, we do have two significant figures in all the measurements. There's only two digits being used. And in our final answer, we're also going to use the first digit, the tens, the second digit, the ones, and that is the last digit I'm going to use. Remember always to check the previous digit. This is a 6, 5 or more, add one more. So we're going to round these up. My final answer will be 66 cubic centimeter. Next, we are going to calculate the total surface area. There are different ways, different approaches how we could calculate, but one of them, to give a bit less of work, would be by looking at my shape flat open. We also call a net. Draw a net of this three-dimensional shape. It's always nice to start by looking a little bit how it's gonna be our base. This is my base in blue, or the top, they're exactly the same. You can see here the base and the top, they're exactly the same, so they're always coming past. So we have the base and the top, we have the front face and the back as well, and then we have a face on the right and on the left, they're all coming past. We could put some color here in the front face because the front face is gonna join the two other faces. We could then draw here now the front face, and then in here we're gonna have the other base, the other pair. And you can see maybe putting some extra color give you some idea how they look like. After, we can see that we're gonna have, together with the green face, we're gonna have the yellow face. This is a bit smaller, all right? As we can see, it's 2.8. We also have in the other side, well, in our perspective, we cannot see properly both of them. So these will be the right and the left face. And then finally, we do also have the back face. Maybe we could draw in this side. Does not really matter if you draw in this side or in the other side, as long as you remember that there will be 6 faces, right? maybe we could say that this is the front, the back, and then we also have the top and the base. Top, base, and we also have the right and the left faces in here. Our total surface area can be found by calculating twice the area of the base added to the lateral. The base will be this area in blue, and this is also easy to calculate. Is the area of a rectangle, one side times the other side. We know that this is 6.7, and the side of my base is 2.8, right? The side you can see in the drawing in here, this side 2.8 will be the same as the side, which is the same as the length of the side, of the right side. So this is 2.8 times 6.7. And then we're going to calculate the lateral. The lateral you could do in two different ways. You could calculate the yellow rectangle multiplied by 2. Then we can calculate also the green rectangle multiplied by 2, and then up, right? That's going to be the lateral that will go around my shape. Or you alternatively could draw a big rectangle in here and combine all these measurements in a single lateral shape. So we don't need to multiply by 2 if we do so, because it's going to be an entire shape. Remember that height in my problem is 3.5, so we're going to do 3.5 times all the sides combined. So we're going to have 2.8 for the yellow, another 2.8 for the other yellow, and we're going to have 6.7 for one of my green length, plus another 6.7 for the other green side. Now we do have the lateral here in red, and in blue this measurement is going to give me one base. So 2 times 18.76 added to 3.5 times 19.0. This will result in 37.52 added to 66.5. This will add up to 104.02. We're also going to be rounding. My final answer also will have two significant figures. One we're going to be using for the hundreds, and the second one for the tens. So checking out my next digit for this small digit, that results rounding down. We're going to round to 100 square centimeter. Now you know. Thanks for watching and have a great day.